Hey guys, DaxMaster93 here. I'd like to welcome you to Kokocraft. For those of you that have known me uh, long or have watched me before, you'll know that I had tried to do a Kokocraft Let's Play before, but I was kind of tech limited. My computer could only get like 15 frames while recording, and I shortly gave up to avoid pixelation and a whole bunch of low frame rates in my videos. So I'm on a new computer now, and I apologize for the frame rate in Spawn, but Spawn just has a low frame rate. Once I go out to another area, frame rate will be fixed. So Kokocraft is basically a whitelisted server. I'll make sure to put the link to the Planet Minecraft thread in the description if you want to check it out. But it's got some cool peeps on it. And for the first episode, I'm going to go ahead and just show you the things that I've built, and then I might explain some of the things that other people have built before, in a later episode. But I'm gonna try and just get all the stuff that I've done here in the first episode. So I'm gonna go start right here, which is my Beefin' Lounge, which was the first thing built on the server, and then, like I said, with the low frame rates and lag of the snapshot that we're running, I closed my Beefin' Lounge because I had cows all in one kind of like tube. I don't feel like showing you. Never mind. But yeah, I I kind of closed that down to see if I could help lag and stuff like that on the server. Right over here is the Kokocraft First National Bank, which is something that I did with Nick Hewitt, who's another member on the server. So basically all we did was we built a bank with ominous sounds. So me and Nick did all of like kind of like the aesthetics of the bank, but something that's really cool that Coco, the owner of the server, did was that I believe it's this wool block right here. I am correct. So this bank actually has a working ATM. Okay, didn't steal anything. Okay, there's a creeper there. Oh god. No, 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 no. Are you serious? What? I was so far away. Did that break any of the redstone? I think we're good. Alright, but this bank has a working ATM. So if you throw in, well, we were using the currency Evans. So if you threw in 32 iron, and that's equal to 1 Evan, you'd get an Evan back. So this contraption was actually made by, like I said, Coco, and also Morlibus helped him out with it. So the only other thing that I have personally built in Spawn is one other shop. So after we defeated the Ender Dragon, I had taken the egg and I had hid it, and I created a little adventure for the people of the server to get. That mob AI. For the people of the server to get it back. So I enjoyed doing the first one so much that I actually made a little business, and I called it Jimmy Adventures. So Nick and I, we go around and we'll build adventure maps for people. So far we've only built one, as well as the dragon egg hunt. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys both of those, and yeah. Alright, so I'm here at the first one we built, so I'll just kind of run through the signs quickly. If you would like to read them, go ahead and read them. But you know, it's just kind of general like adventure rules. Don't place or break blocks. I have no idea why I was having problems saying place, and I'm still having problems. I should get that checked out. Alright, but yep. Just kind of built a little path here. We actually built the path last because we tried to build these in secret, and this one's actually fairly close to spawn. Spawn's just over that hill a little bit of ways. And as you can see, frame rate's back up. So I don't know what the heck Spawn's deal is with dropping frame rates, but you know, it be dropping frame rates. Right. And if we go just a little bit further, it should be over. There it is. So right here is the inn that we built for them to set their spawns. We built it for 3 people, and yeah, we have fun with the signs and stuff. So if you take your time to actually read all the signs, there's some good humor in there. Like when we built this, 3 rooms. We needed 3 rooms for 3 people. 2 of the rooms were equal, and then this one looks like you got the small room. Better look next time. Right. So I also apologize if this seems a little bit rushed. I'm trying to get through all the stuff in just one episode, so that the next time I can actually get on to building stuff and doing things. And I have a little nice background music. I might leave it for a bit. If it starts to annoy me, get rid of it. So this is actually a trap that was triggered. So you went through, and then there's pressure plates right in front of the doors. It would raise the stone and release lava. And then, you know, to make it appealing, I said the cool way and the lame ladder. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the lame ladder. So yep, lots of kind of background stuff and stuffs of that nature. You know, signs, whatnot. All 3 of them would stand on a pressure plate, release a button. They would need to get a lever, or wouldn't get a button. Sorry, get a lever, place it on this piece of stone. And then the second lever, they would get from that tower over there. Tower's not anything impressive, as you can tell. We try and build these in like maybe 2 to 3 days. The longest one we took was 5 days, which was the last one. But we try and build them fairly quick, so you know, people get the plan. And then the last thing they would do is they would come here. The dragon egg used to be like here or something like that. And I apologize for the Skype bleep bloop. I'll fix that when I cut to the next area. But you would do that, and they would drop the floor on you. They had to do a little puzzle to get the egg. And that is this one in a nutshell. I'm gonna skip to the next one, which, in my opinion, is better, because we had more time. We knew what we were doing more. So I'll see you guys there. All right. So this here is the second Jimmy adventure, and yeah, it's a rose bushes. One of the members of the server, Sky, actually purchased this Jimmy adventure, so we went ahead and why can't I do peas today? Oh my gosh! We personalized Endermite, die in the fire. Nope, bad yet. If I seem atrocious, it's because along with my new computer, I also got a new mouse, so the sensitivity is a lot different than the old one used to be. So follow the rose bushes through the forest, and remember to eat so you don't starve to death. Doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo. Shouldn't be too much longer. I've been making tons of sound effects. Say, oh, come on, guy. Go faster. Gotta be there. Right, there it is. So, right over here is, again, another inn for them to set their spawn. And this one was called Welcome to the Shaggy Bush. This one had a little bit more crude humor because the people that were going to be doing it, so yeah, I might skip through a good amount of these. Another person on the server actually has a YouTube channel that recorded them go through the adventure, so if I remember, I'll go ahead and link that. But there's some personalized gear and stuff like that for them. And then over here is the coup de crayon. If I am pronouncing that wrong in French, I will get yelled at later by my French friend. But here's the lovely tree that we built. And again, we do these in like maybe a week's tops if we can. So we just kind of go ham and build, and yeah, frame rate might drop because of all the leaves. So I'll go through the tree last. So for this one, you need to, once again, you need to get some items. You need to make a sandwich, and that's what those say in there. So over here we had Mayo Caverns. So as you can tell, yeah, we kind of well, the cave was already here, so we used the cave to our advantage, lit it up with redstone torches for them, and then they just had to deal with the natural spawns. One of them actually brought torches, so they didn't have to deal with the natural spawns on their way back. Okay, Mob AI is so weird in this snapshot. So yeah, by the stones you can also tell that the server's running 14W11B. So yeah, they just had to go through the cave, and inside the cave there was a chest that had some mayo. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one at all, even though it's the most latest one, because one of the server members went and followed them as they went through it. Then over here we had a farm. So this one was really easy. They just had to come in here, bread, take the loaves, and then they went back with their bread. And the other thing was chicken, which was back at the inn, the room that I took to get out there. There was actually a chest that contained some raw chicken that they were supposed to use for their sandwich. So, you know, one of them actually, he saw and he was going to take it, and then he left it. So this was the land of the diamond hoe. Then inside the tree. Let's see if I can do this without falling. I'm okay. Like I said, mouse sensitivity is a lot higher than my old one used to be. Oh my gosh, I'm doing amazing right now. Okay, stairs, 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 stairs. All right, good. All right, so up in the canopy, what they need to do is they need to find these little signs that said something such as button here. Trust me, I'm a leaf. And then as you can see, there's the redstone there. And you know, I have my fun. So put a button here. Don't trust me. I eat paste. As you can see, no redstone. But once again, this was a Jimmy Adventure for 3. So we had the activation be 3 buttons, and then the third button was up here to get in. And then once they then they got in. Then read the signs. There used to be a diamond hoe in there for the victory. So it's kind of simple, short adventures that I do with Nick Hewitt, another guy on the server, also known as Grunt, if I'm ever playing on Xbox with him and doing a video there. So, but we build these in about a week, as I've said for the 3rd time, because I don't like to not repeat myself. I like to repeat myself a lot, as you can tell. So I'm going to actually go and cut to the base where we've been doing our own projects. So I will see you guys there. Alright, so I am here in the Nether Hub, and I'll go to my base from here, but the Nether Hub was built by this man, TW Silent, and myself. So we built it in Creative World, and then Silent did a lot of the heavy lifting to get this place built and all that. This was his big project on the server. And what we did was we have floor spaces for members of Kokocraft to put their face in. Me, being lazy, have still not put mine in, so I might do that pretty soon. But, you know, Nether Hubs come standard in your multiplayer servers now, so not much to dwell on. So I'm going to go ahead and go to... This is going to be the base that we are currently working on. It's the loud nether sounds, and I apologize for all of your ears, but this is the base that me and Nick have been working on since we first got on the server. So it's going to be like a dwarven kind of base. It's underground city style. So we got this nice path leading from another portal that's off in the distance, supposed to be looking evil. Lots and lots of mobs on the side. As you can see, we've mined out the area pretty good with all of the mobs on the surface here. So this road design was actually half of Taurus's, another member on the server. Then me and Nick took the bottom half of it and got rid of the top section that he used because we wanted the road to be smaller. So here's kind of just a little blacksmithing area that Nick built. Over here's kind of like little military outpost. I believe he has maps in one of these rooms. Yep. So here's the maps. Then over here is where most of the building has taken place. So we found this area and then put this nice man of stone there. I'm gonna go ahead and go up before I go down. The up part is mostly finished. Got a statue here in the foyer, the lobby, the entrance. Then you'll see what's on the ceiling when I go down. And then we have another spot for another statue that I'll be building pretty soon, I think. We've been working out and seeing if we can find a better design, but I think that's going to be what we're going to use. Ooh, frame drop. So just guard tower. We have some guardians over there. Oh, hello. That is that should not happen often. Alright. Then over here is just kind of a connection to another tower. Over here. Alright, going back. So, up here is one more nice little bathing area. Oh my god, there are chickens in here. I'm gonna leave those two alone. Have a good day. Alright. Then one last thing. Ooh. So, yeah, as you can see, we've been working on this for most of our time on the server. Got some bunks over here. I'm going to drop down because I have my lovely diamond skeleton. Oh, hello. Trying to get the drop on me. Come at me. Oh my god. Aren't I an amazing shot? I blame the mouse. Blame the mouse. New mouse. Alright. So we got a little design up there. Got my elevator that totally works. So, you know. Pull the lever! Whee! Oh, and I hit the vine. Alright. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just go from up to down. So, this is going to be a market area. We kind of just finished clearing this out a little while ago. Put in a nice little floor pattern. Over here, we are going to have our housing district. This is where Nick has been putting in a lot of the work, laying out area and stuff for that. So it's going to be multiple layers. And we'll probably get to have some more kind of extra stuff at the bottom there. But it's been a lot of hollowing out. So, and we don't have a beacon yet. So I'll have to have fun trying to get a beacon. Then down here is the storage room with all the goodies. All of the new stones that I went crazy for when they were added in the snapshot that I went. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut when I'm back into the nether to take you to the other base. So I'll see you there. Alright, so back up here in the nether with the loud portal. We got my own little intersection that I created up here to take us to, don't ignore that. I just figured out recently, I had been double checking my spelling for Dwarven, and for some reason, I always spelled it correctly, and then I changed the spelling because I screwed up on my pick. So, the reason that this goes up is that another person's portal is actually, let's see, I think it's, yeah. So you can see the green of their portal, so I had to go up a bit. Where's the netherrack? There's the netherrack. So I had to go up and over their portal, and at top here, it's actually just like one layer, and there's their tunnel. So as you can see, there's bedrock here. So I had spent tons and tons of time doing the tree glitch to get rid of all of this bedrock here. So now I have a hole that's the size of like Crater Lake. That's the deepest lake. I'm not sure if it's a big lake though, but the good news is that I will never run dry on Dark Oak again. Right, now through the obnoxiously loud nether portal. So this base is actually the closest one to done. It's only missing maybe a building and some rails. So originally this base was created because on our way back from exploring new chunks, Nick had found the stronghold. So we claimed this island and we made it a nice stronghold base. So I'm just gonna, oh god, kill skeleton. And why aren't you opening, guy? Right, there we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna explain stuff as I walk around and go through things. My patent pending bunk beds. So yeah, this base was created because we found the stronghold. And it was a good way to get rid of a whole bunch of the stone that we had got from hollowing out the mountain. Over here is the science chamber of science. So you know you got your redstone science devices. You know, I'm pretty good at redstone, so I want to make sure that I made it clear. Like now you can't press the button and have that light go on. You gotta turn that off, and then this is solid, and then if you press this, it's like partial time. It's amazing. And then I was trying to experiment over here, trying to get water through this hopper into the chest. It doesn't seem to work. I think it's a bug, but you know, I'm gonna try my hardest to try and get through there. Then we got some stones here that are contained. We got this light to make sure that it's always on. It's got to incubate these stones. We got a computer to log all the data, like how warm these stones are, and making sure that they're happy. So it's very important to me. And then, okay, didn't make the jump. So this kind of goes all around, and here's the pigs of wonder and glory. So, yep, these are just kind of the buildings that need to be touched up and finished. And by touched up and finished, I mean they should probably have roofs. So, the other thing is that going down here, this is the tunnel that leads to the stronghold, and I also need to make a rail down here so that you're not, you know, knocking yourself in the face every time you're going down a step. So that's pretty much the only things I need to finish here, and it should be quick little touch-up work. But for the most part, this base fulfills its purpose, which is being a claim on the stronghold. And also, the reason I wanted the stronghold is because you can still not make the cracked brick, even though you can make the mossy now. But I just sealed off this area here so that I can just go ham and just get all the cracked brick I want here. And it doesn't ruin the look of the stronghold like if you go to another stronghold and it's just all messed up. So I believe that is all the builds that I have on the server. Sorry. All the builds I have on the server. So we're going to go ahead and go through the Ender portal. I might as well show the Ender farm now. I've never noticed how. Wow. Right. So here is the lovely Ender farm as soon as I get down here and make a mad dash. Also, I advise that if you're playing in the snapshot, do not take the minecarts because many people have died getting in and out of minecarts recently. So here's the Ender farm now. This weekend, I plan on lowering my sound so that I can't hear those ugly Endermen. Right. So here's the Enderman farm now. Me and Death Panzer are planning on redoing it and making it all purificationed, so you have a nice look of it now and then later. Oh my god, was he in the water? Alright. To each their own. So, but yeah, as for Kokocraft in general, we have a good amount of people on the server. We have my friend Darksaber181, Nick Hewitt, he's Grunt on Xbox Live, my friend the Zip Zap Zop, who many of you guys probably know, Coco LeBest, who is the owner, Skylink1234, I think are the numbers that are after her name, but she actually is planning on doing thumbnails and like channel art for pretty much anybody that, or well, I shouldn't say anybody, but for Coco and myself, because you know she'd be awesome. So if it has an awesome thumbnail, it's because I have amazing artistic ability at choosing who to pick, and she was very nice and offered. So, and our native Brits are WizKid, otherwise known as Harry, Death Panzer, otherwise known as Dan, and Jess Charlie, otherwise known as Jess. So Jess's channel is actually the one that I'm going to be linking in this video for the Jimmy adventure to watch. So I'm going to jump through the end portal, and then just like to thanks for watching. Don't make fun of my K. I can't make a K that's 3 wide. I tried very hard. But yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. In next episode, we'll be actually doing stuff and not touring, in case you don't like tours. But yeah, I thought that I should get everything that I've built out of the way, or I shouldn't say out of the way. Everything that I have built currently, I should show. That way you have an idea of what I've built from now on, and maybe I'll learn how to get peas more correctly, as I've like stumbled and bumbled over peas for the entirety of this time. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hasta la bye bye.